Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a young girl named Alison Von Herr Eule. She was known throughout the land for her pitch-black hair that would be like an unending void if it weren't for the gray swirling streaks, piercing blue eyes with gold flecks, and ears sticking out of her hair like blades. Despite her striking appearance, Alison was not like the other girls in the kingdom. She was fragile and glass-like and couldn't use magic like the other children. Alison lived with her parents in a small cottage on the outskirts of the kingdom. Her father was a woodcutter, and her mother was a seamstress. They loved their daughter dearly and did everything they could to protect her from the dangers of the world. But as Alison grew older, she became more and more curious about the world outside her cottage. One day, while wandering through the forest, Alison stumbled upon a clearing where a group of fairies were dancing. She watched in awe as they twirled and spun, their wings glittering in the sunlight. Suddenly, one of the fairies noticed her and approached her. "Hello, little one," the fairy said. "What brings you here?" "I was just exploring," Alison said shyly. "Well, you're welcome to stay and watch us dance," the fairy said with a smile. Alison stayed and watched the fairies dance until the sun began to set. As she was leaving, the fairy who had spoken to her before approached her again. "I sense that you have a kind heart," the fairy said. "And I have a gift for you." The fairy handed Alison a small crystal, which glimmered in the moonlight. "This crystal will protect you from harm," the fairy said. "But be warned, it will only work if you use it wisely." Alison thanked the fairy and returned home, clutching the crystal tightly in her hand. From that day on, she carried it with her everywhere she went. Over time, Alison grew stronger and more confident. She continued to explore the world around her, learning about the plants and animals that lived in the forest. She even began to make friends with some of the other children in the kingdom, who were amazed by her unique appearance and gentle nature. As she grew older, Alison realized that her fragility was not a weakness, but a strength. She used her gentle nature to help others, and her glass-like appearance to inspire others to see the beauty in all things. And so, Alison Von Herr Eule became known throughout the kingdom as a symbol of hope and kindness. Her pitch-black hair, piercing blue eyes, and cream-colored bandages became a symbol of strength and resilience, and her crystal became a symbol of protection and wisdom. And as for the fairies who had given her the crystal, they watched from afar, proud of the young girl they had helped to grow into a strong and fearless woman.